is up, YouTube? It's RSMario here, bringing you another episode of Fake League Theater. Alright, so Fake League Theater. Alright, so it looks like the fake game has been picking up now that the leaks are possibly days away. Some leakers have been saying 48 hours. Some leakers are saying next week. Me, I'm just having fun checking out these fakes. I ain't gonna lie, because they've been picking up. Some of them have been varied in quality. Like, I actually kind of liked the Dusk Skull line from yesterday. I actually thought it was pretty cool looking. You can check out yesterday's video to check that out. But today we have an all new one, and it is very weird. Pretty random, I have to say. So this is Faint, a Hisuian relative of Hypno. This doesn't look like an evolution of Hypno. This looks like it will be more like a split evolution. Like, so this will be an evolution of Drowzee that is different from Hypno. So this is like how Drowzee would have evolved 100 years ago in Hisui. The design itself looks okay. Like his face, he looks kind of like the ugly bastards from hentai. If you've ever seen like specific hentai, they have like hentai always has like the ugly bastard character. So it's like an ugly old dude, usually like a janitor or some kind of laborer person. And he usually ends up getting with one of the hentai heroine in some way, usually through blackmail or something nefarious. And he does kind of give me ugly bastard vibes. I don't know why. But he's a dark psychic type, and he is an evolution of Drowzee. Why is this Pokemon fake, you say? Well, simple. One, Drowzee is kind of like, he's a Gen 1 Pokemon, which would kind of, you know, give him some street cred, but he's one of those Gen 1 Pokemon that nobody ever talks about. Like, people talk about, you know, people still kind of know and talk about Scyther, and, you know, people still like Growlithe and Arcanine. Of course, people love the starters. Hypno is just kind of like a random Pokemon from Generation 1. And Hypno and Drowzee. And, again, if you hear noise, it's my chair. It's very old. I had this chair probably about like 4 years. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it would be less likely to just randomly get a new form, you know what I'm saying, because they're not very popular. The other reason is a lot of the Hisuian Pokemon are based off of, or at least somewhat related to, real life animals that live in or around Hokkaido. Like the Hisuian Braviary is based off of the Stellar's Eagle. So the Stellar, you know, it's based off the Stellar's Eagle. So of course they took an eagle Pokemon in Braviary, which is based off the Bald Eagle, and they just changed them around to be based off of this eagle that is in Hokkaido. And you can even see like the little weird like fringe of feathers that is right between his eyes, like right on his forehead, is similar to the weird psychic power that's on Hisuian Braviary's forehead. You know what I'm saying? And then you've got like the like Hisuian Arcanine, or Hisuian what's his name? Hisuian Growlithe is based off of the Hokkaido dog. And a combination of those, I forgot to find the picture, but it's a combination of those Chinese stone dog statues. Like, so they're kind of like a combination of both. It's like it's inspired by those, but it's also kind of based off of the Hokkaido dog. You know, so a lot of the Hisuian forms are based off of real life animals that live around Hokkaido. And this thing is based off of none of those. So far from my research, I have not been able to find where there is an anteater or anything in the anteater family that lives in Hokkaido. Hokkaido is a relatively cold, dry area, you know what I'm saying, other than the ocean. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty cold, so it's a lot of like cold weather animals. Oh, they're talking about there being a possible relative to Ursaring you know, being one of the possible leaked Pokemon, guess what one of the biggest predators on Hokkaido is? The Usuri brown bear. It all works out. So yeah, the reason why this thing is a fake is there's no animals around Hokkaido that are like it. So then we have this one. The second leak of the day, and this one is from Ball Guy Leaks. So Ball Guy Leaks, I kind of hold him in pretty high esteem when it comes to leakers. Because even though he doesn't have like the crazy leak output of like say Q, who's leaked like most of the game at this point, his leaks are credible. You know what I'm saying? So he put out this that he found somewhere saying that these are gonna be the nobles for the game. And so off the first glance is not a big deal. But then when you kind of think about it, it's like, why are these two nobles and not their evolutions? Because they're pre-evolutions. You know, why are these two nobles? Like, I can understand, you know, Basculegion. I can understand Weirdeer, even though I don't really see Weirdeer as like a violent Pokemon that would want to fight you. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, he just seems like wise old man Pokemon. But I can kind of see, you know, him being a boss. We've seen the fight with Kleavor, and we all know that, you know, Arceus is probably going to be the final boss of the game in some description. Why these two though? And I can understand if maybe these two were like the first, you know, like one of these was like the first boss you fought, and so they were like lower level. But that's not it though, you know, because we've seen the fight with Kleavor, and Kleavor, like, he's level 18, so obviously this is like what, first or second boss fight territory. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's in the teens, so more than likely he's either the first or second boss fight of the game. So why would you fight Kleavor before you fight one of these guys? And more than likely, like, if this guy is a noble, like in the middle of the game, like getting closer to that icy mountainous area. You know what I'm saying? So again, I don't really see why these two I can definitely But again, they're going outside their comfort zone, so they can't get too crazy. Otherwise, you know, they risk it not working. So, you know, they're gonna take risks, but they're not gonna take too many risks. But yeah, that's about it for this one. Two more fake leaks. Two more leaks bite the dust. And I've seen some pretty interesting fakes pop up. Some of them have been better than others. I want to try to pick the ones that aren't so obvious. Like, I picked the faint one because it was a pretty good design, but I was like, this is why, I'm going to tell you why this is fake. And of course this one because it was from a pretty substantial leaker. You know, so that's about it for this. Of course, tomorrow I'm gonna try to get out another anime video, because of course, you know, the algorithm's hot for me now, so I need to go ahead and change that. Check out my anime review that I did a couple weeks back. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, folks, keep it real.